What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Just Jazz. On this video, this is gonna be a video that I've been always wanted to make, like ever since I started playing golf. It's a what's in the bag video. Let me give you a little bit more, I guess, info like which companies I play, like which brands I play, and all that. Through the years, TaylorMade has helped me out with woods at some point. Then Thailand's eventually helped me out with irons and wedges, and then they're always gonna help me with golf balls, which is pretty cool. But pretty much right now I'm like a free agent, so I can choose to, like, I guess, play whatever I want. No company really like is helping me out right now. I'm just playing what I have. I'm hoping to get Titleist and FootJoy to help me out. That'll be clutch. But we'll talk more about that later. So let's dive right back into the action. So I'm gonna start like on the actual clubs, and then I'm gonna dive into the actual inside part of the bag. So starting off, I have my wedges. So I have a 4-wedge setup, including like the pitching wedge from my set, but I'll talk about that in a second. But we have the Vokeys SM8s. Whenever I got these wedges, I fell in love with them. So I have the 60 and 8 degrees of bounce and M grind. Then I have 56 with 12 degrees of bounce and D grind. Then I have 52 with 12 degrees of bounce and F grind. This combination is so perfect for me. I have them on with the Dynamic Gold 2-issue S400 shaft in them, and then they're 1 degree upright. And then on the wedges, I play just a standard Golf Pride Tour Velvet grip, but it has plus 2 extra wraps, so 3 in total wraps of tape. Like, my hands are pretty big, so that's why I kind of need those extra wraps with the wedges. So that's for the wedges. Now diving into the irons. So this actually my first ever brand new set of irons. Oh, I take it back. I had my second set of clubs. My irons were brand new, but still this is the actual first set of irons that I got them fitted to. So from pitching wedge all the way through 3-iron, I'm playing the Strixons CX7s. Man, I haven't hit an iron that is as good at this club. I love the V sole that they have in it, because I swing the ball kind of very steep, so it gets helps me get through the grass a lot better and a lot more efficient. This actually, they are 2 degrees upright, all of them. And then on this one I play the Dynamic Gold 2-issue X100, but I have this hard step to bring down the ball flight and the spin rate, because I hit the ball really high. And then on all my irons, I'm playing the Tour Velvet +4 grips. So that's pitching wedge all the way through 3-iron. Then I have, including 3-iron, I have 4 clubs that I switch around as my utility, depending the course, the wind, or just the conditions that we're gonna be playing under. So that is the Strixon 3-iron from the iron set, which with the Dynamic Gold X100 hard set shaft in it. Then I have a TaylorMade 2nd generation P790 UDI 2-iron with the Hazardous Smoke 6.5 100 gram shaft in it. I love this thing. Just hit those nice stingers. And then on my 2-iron hybrid and 5-wood and 3-wood, actually, we'll talk about 3-wood here in a sec. I had the MCC +4, the gray ones. I love this too. They're actually, so all my bits are standard. It's just that on the irons and on my woods, they are the MCC. Well, they are the +4s. The Tour Velvet in the irons, and then in the woods is the MCCs. Just because I like to get a little bit more core, I guess, gripping, and I don't know. I just feel that the club is not sliding around in my arm. So yeah, I love this thing. So we had the P790 UDI 2 iron. Then we have, I know it has the pink cover in it, but the only reason why I did that is because we got new school bags, and like, I mean, it's pink. I kind of like want to promote the brand of the bags because these bags are sick, but at the same time, it's just like, it matches like with the bag. So yeah, I thought that it would just look better. So under this pink G425 2 hybrid head cover, I have a Adams Super LSP Idea 2 hybrid. It's 18 degrees, and then it has the Matrix HD HIM3 95 extra stiff shaft in it. Like I said, I had the MCC +4 on the gray one here too. Yeah, this one, like if we're playing any course that has like really thick rough, what could be a good example of that course, how we play, or that I play? I know Landon Park sometimes, especially like during the summertime, the rough gets like really slush, or like whenever it's raining and all. So I like to take this club out there to Landa. I'll say probably at Fredericksburg, whenever I go play at Lady Bird Johnson, because there's a few par 5s out there that you have like that 240, like 250 shot into the green, and those greens are like really firm. So I like to hit like something that is like goes higher down my 2 iron, so I can hold the green with it. So this club is super versatile. I love it. Like, yeah, it's a great club for me. So right now with me, I don't have my 5 wood because it's getting re-gripped. I'm about to leave for 2 days from tomorrow. No, so 2 days from today. So in a couple of days, I'm about to leave to play the local qualifier, the Puerto Rico Open, the last local qualifier, Puerto Rico Open. So I'm getting that club re-gripped, but it's a TaylorMade Sim Max first generation 5 wood. It's 18 degrees and it's hot melted, which is awesome. Like the feel and like the way that it sounds is so good. It has the Mitsubishi Tensei CK Tour Extra Stiff 80 gram shaft in it. Man, like that shaft is so good. It's actually the shaft that I play on my 3-wood and driver too, but like different grams or whatever. So yeah, I love that club. Like I hit it about like anywhere between like 250 and 265. But the thing that I like it about that club so much is just like how high it travels, and like whenever I'm hitting like those greens from par 5s, like in 2 from far away, like it's just like holes, and like you can literally kind of see it even spun a little bit on the first bounce. Yeah, it's just like a club that I can rely on off the tee, like in a very like tight hole and all that. So depending on how the conditions are gonna be there in Puerto Rico, it is not that windy right now, but we might like switch either like the 3 iron with the 3 iron with the 2 iron, or the hybrid or the 5 wood. It's gonna depend on the conditions and which way the wind is blowing each day. So that way like we can adjust and like figure out like our game plan. So then we go on to 3 wood. So this is my old faithful. It has a pink G410 3 wood cover in it. Again, it's just because of the back and like the color purposes, it looks so good. And it's an old TaylorMade M5 Rocket 3 wood 14 degrees. Me and my fitter, we went ahead and put it down to the lower position because the shaft that it has is a Tensei CK785 extra in it. But the only thing that we don't like about this shaft, specifically in 3 wood, is that it's like the retail like shaft, the one that you can just grab off the rack. And so since it's not like the actual tour shaft like I have on 5 wood and driver, we were noticing like some like little bit higher spin rate, so we went ahead and lowered it. And also like I wanted to have this as like a really good like backup club of the tee to like between 265 and 280. So yeah, I love this thing. This thing is like super reliable. Again, it has a MCC +4 gray grip on it. And yeah, I don't think I'm ever moving on from this 5-wood unless that like, you know, I sign a deal with hopefully like tie laced or like Trixon or something like that. And yeah, I decided to change it, but as of right now, sticking on the bed for a long time. So now let's go to the big dog. So this is a new addition to the bag recently. The same way with the irons, I bought them at the same time as driver. So TSI 3 for me. So I love this driver. This driver is the most like, I'm not kidding you right now, it's the most like forgiving low spin driver that I ever hit in my entire life. It's a TSI 3, 8 degrees. It's set down to lower, so I think it's close to like 6.5. And then I have it a notch towards the heel to get more a little bit of draw bias because I'm a fader of the ball with like my woods and all that, since I like swing really hard. And like I said, it has a Tensei CK 70 TX shaft in it. And on this one, I have the MCC +4 black grip on it. This driver has been a game changer for me. Like I never really like knew how much of a difference in getting a good combination between like driver head and shaft was gonna make, and it has been definitely a game changer for me. And I'm not seeing myself like replacing this driver at all. Maybe I have to replace the head like here in a year or so because I practice a ton and I know I'm gonna wear out that phase. So we'll see what happens. So hopefully Titus can just send me one. That'll be awesome from them. Then we have putter. So before I bring out my putter, let me get the story behind how I got to go back to my old faithful Scotty, the Newport 2.5. So I was struggling with putting a lot last year. And I was like practicing and all that, but I was struggling a lot. I never like really got fitted for a putter, never like tried it stuff. I was just like struggling and didn't want to change. So I was putting back then with this putter, 35 inches, standard like, you know, like the undersized like Scotty Cameron grip. My speed control was horrible, so then I put a flat toe, Super Stroke Flat Toe 2.0 grip in it, and it was better. But like, I don't know, I wasn't liking the feel a lot. Then I decided to go on down to a 33 inch. Yeah, I think it was like 33 inch Odyssey V-Line Fang putter. It was my brother's, and one day like we were messing around and I was putting with it. I was like making everything. It's like, you know what, I'm gonna put it on the bag. Actually went the next day and shot my record in 1867 for under, and I had like 27 putts, 26 putts. But I started like growing a lot, so because of that. So because I started growing a lot, like it's getting really short, and I was like feeling comfortable, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. So then I went and traded that. I went and I was looking for a putter. So I went to PGA Tour Superstore and I spent like 3 hours putting with all kinds of putters. And I was really close to getting this Odyssey 10 Tour Line it, 34 inch with a standard grip on it, slant neck putter. But I didn't got it because I was 34 and I wanted something a little bit longer, 35 or so. So I didn't grab it. And this was like a pre-owned putter too. But then as I was looking through the pre-owned ones, I came across the Seymour SB20 putter. I don't have it with me right now because I don't play anymore, but that thing helped me a lot and helped me like square out my stroke to get it to the point where it is today. And I like it. I mean, if I ever like struggle with the method that I'm using with putting now, which I'll like tell you guys in a sec, I'll definitely go back. But as of right now, like I'm sticking with it. Like I love the putter. I love this method, and I don't see myself going back to the Seymour for a while. So let's go into the actual putter. So under this ACC Austin Country Club Del Mesh Play Texas putter head cover, I have a Scotty Cameron Studio Stainless Newport 2.5 with like the little like slant neck or whatever you want to call it. And I actually have a, I guess the Super Stroke wrist lock grip on it. So wrist lock, all it does is that you set it up like straightforward to like to hit a putt. This is like the way that I find it efficient. And then like right before you go, you forward press it, and then this part of the grip right here locks into your wrist. So now any like hinging movement, it's not gonna happen. So I find it very efficient for me because I always tend to hinge a lot and use my like wrist whenever I'm putting. So if I just set it right there and then I forward press it and then I just like rock my shoulders like back and forward, I cannot miss my lines. And that's why I actually, Callaway is gonna send me another putter. And you know how I was telling you guys that I almost got that Odyssey 10 tour lineup putter with the slant neck? Well, they're actually sending me the Odyssey 11 slant neck, 35 degrees standard lie angle, 1 degree of loft plus, which this one actually has because since like I forward press it, and then with the, they're not sending me it with the slant neck, but they're not sending me it with the wrist lock grip. I have an extra wrist lock, so I'm just gonna put it myself. And yeah, so I'm gonna have like these two putters to bounce between, like back and forth. I know that on fast greens like Landa, Plum Creek here, Wolf Dancer, those ones are probably gonna be more efficient for me. Use the blade because it's like easier to control. But let's say whenever I go to play like Horseshoe Bay Slick Rock, or like I want to think of another course that's like really slow greens, Shadow Glen sometimes, or I know that whenever we play that course in Waco, it had pretty slow greens. So because of the higher moment of inertia that the putter is gonna have because of its weight, like it should allow me to have like an easier path and not have to like beat it with the blade. So I'm really excited to put those two putters into play. And like, I mean, whenever I go play a practice round for a tournament, like I will take both of them and see which one at that course at that time I'm putting like the most efficiently with. And probably gonna be bouncing between back and forth between those two, but I'm just mostly excited about how much wrist lock has changed like my game and the way that I put. So yeah, I'm super excited. I can't wait for it to just, you know, completely settle down so I can be just like making all kinds of putts. So outside the bag, other down here, so I have a gray towel, and this one is always like kind of dry. Then I have a navy blue towel, and this one is always like wet because this one is the one that I use to clean my clubs. Then I have this alignment stick, and this alignment stick, the tapes actually from this side came out, but with this tapes, I actually calibrate like the speed whenever I get to a new course of like the putts. So I'm not gonna like give the secret on this, but yeah, there's a way of calibrating speed once you get in terms of like how much you gotta backstroke and four-stroke it whenever you get to a new course. Then I also have a meter stick. I like to lay that on the ground, and like whenever I start putting, I either do the tiger drill, but I mean I cannot do it anymore with really the wrist lock, so I just set up the meter stick and just try to roll like 10 to 15 putts on the meter stick without falling and making them. So I like to start my practicing my putting like that. Then we have the SCPGA membership like tag on here. It's a 2021 one, but they haven't sent me like the 2022 one yet. So yeah. Then over here we have a brush, and then inside this pocket, so I always like to carry like a windbreaker or like a rain jacket like this one if it's gonna rain, just because you never know, and I always like to be prepared Then also inside here, I keep the tournament gloves that I'm using right now. So I'm using the TaylorMade Stratus Soft. It's a really good glove in my opinion. It lasts a lot. It stays very dry. And that's mainly the reason why I play, because like my hands, they sweat a lot. So to have like dry hands is really important. Then I keep this like little like, I guess, personal bag in here. And all I have is like all my ball markers and like tees and divot tools and all that. So I actually use this Barton Creek divot tool. Then whenever like I'm playing, I always keep a $1 coin as like my main coin to mark around, especially whenever I'm close. I keep a quarter just in case that like the other one like I cannot find or something. And then I keep like a poker chip because whenever I'm like farther away from the hole, like it's just easier for me to see it. And then I also keep 5 golf balls. So the ball that I play is the Titleist Pro V1, just standard. And then I do this like little like red lines on it. It's like it's separated triple track and almost like horizontally. So yeah, that's the balls that I play. I keep always five brand new ones in here, so I can like use for my putting practice. Then what do we also have? Oh, so we have this like other little pouch, and in here I keep like the Sharpies with like the ball marking stuff. I keep a couple of tools for like the woods and all that. Like whenever I travel, I like take down all my woods and just like get them ready and pack them inside bags so they like the shaft doesn't break. Whenever like the baggage guys in the line, they like just throw them or something. And then I also keep like an extra battery for my rangefinder. So that's pretty much it for that pocket. Oh, and then here I put like my car keys whenever I get to practice, and my house keys if I just like walk to the course. Then on this top pocket, I keep my tees. So a buddy of mine, which I'm not gonna mention his name, I'm just gonna throw him under the bus, but he used to work at Barton Creek, probably one of the best country clubs in on the Austin area. And they had this really nice plastic tees that they don't break at all, like unless you like just beat it over again. And I have like 3 or 5 like Ziploc bags at home full of those tees that I'm just like gonna use like eventually. I just got a new buddy that started working there, so maybe I'll have to steal some tees whenever I go back again. Then we have right here, so over here it says Hayes Hawks. So our school is Jackson Hayes High School, and then our new mascot, because we used to be the Rebels, now we're the Hawks. So we have a hawk right there. Yeah, inside of this pocket, I keep my golf balls. I always keep like a dozen of golf balls. So if I'm playing a tournament, I keep a dozen of brand new golf balls. If I'm just like playing qualifiers, or like playing around, I keep like 12, like a dozen of like sort of brand new. So it's like the ones that me and my dad find at the course that are like pretty new and decent, like it can be played, but they're like not new because I didn't buy them at the shelf. Then I also keep my rangefinder. I play the Bushnell Tour V5. I love this thing. This is the best rangefinder that I ever owned, and I'm so glad that I have one. Then I also have my yardage books. So I keep like 2 Greens book or yardage book, whatever you want to call it. So this one with the Puerto Rico flag, and it has like my favorite Bible verse in it, Romans 12:12. Inside of it has like my Wedges yardages, like my wedge game. Then I'll always keep the rule sheet and my game plan here. And then on this one, I'll keep the yardage book of the course, which I'm printing right now, like a cover with a picture of like my family and then a picture of the PGA Tour, just to kind of like get motivated for what my ultimate goal with golf is. And then I'll keep here the yardage book, the scorecard of the tournament, or like scorecard of wherever like I'm playing, and then like an extra scorecard to keep my stats. So I always have these 2 books on my pocket, on my back pockets. Then on this other little pocket side over here, so here I always keep a bottle of water, but then in this little pocket, I keep the suitcase for my sunglasses. So I got this Oakley sunglasses, and they are phenomenal. They have my prescription since I use glasses, so I like to wear like Adam Scott with like the thing kind of like in the side going up, and it just fits so good. And I have obviously my Seahawks, I guess like YP thingy for the sunglasses. So we have that in there, and then like if I start in the morning, I'll wear my glasses, and then whenever the sun comes out, like I'll take out the sunglasses, put them on, and then trade them off. So we have sunglasses. We have band-aids because like I get a lot of cuts from practicing a lot. We have a beanie just in case like I didn't went prepared and it gets like cold or something. Then we have, the gloves that I use to practice are the Curland gloves. They're super cheap. It's like, I think like 5 for 20 or 4 for 20, something like that. So I like to use those gloves to practice, and I mean, they last and whatever, they are a good material and they're cheap. So yeah, nothing better than that. Hopefully if FootJoy and Tyler decides to help me out, they'll like start sending me like some decent like Tyler's and FootJoy gloves to use. So I have this like training aid, Callaway training aid, and so like I put my arms in it and just keep like my armpits connected. So I have that in there as well, and yeah, that's about it of what I have in there. Let me put all of this back in there, and then I'm gonna show you one more pocket that I forgot to show you all. Oh, and also here I keep like 3 pencils, and then on this other pocket over here, I keep usually like my headphones. I have this other like old AirPods, and I'll keep them in there to practice, like to have some whenever I'm practicing it, like especially like I'm not very motivated and like I need to start listening to like some J. Cole or Eladio Carrion or something like that. So then I keep the New Testament, a little book of the New Testament. Some of my best like my favorite scriptures are in the New Testament, so I like to have it in there. Sometimes it's like really slow, and we can help it to play slow, to like just speed it up. So I'll take out this thing and read a couple of my favorite verses from the New Testament. And yeah, here like on tournament days, like my phone will go in there too, and my wallet. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, the bag is clean. We just got it brand new, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I've been wanting to do this video for the longest time, so I'm super excited to share it with you guys. And yeah, just let me know what y'all think of my bag, and if you guys would like to see like a quick like what's in the bag update like before each tournament, like I can do that. I plan on doing that for this trip to play the Puerto Rico Open qualifier. So yeah, I appreciate the support. Subscribe, hit the notifications button on, like it up, and share it with everyone that you know. I know a lot of people are enjoying watching this videos that I'm making, so appreciate the support, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.